hut.
Fuck! I'm saying, oh no, Jet took a tumble. But that's fine, because I'm an administrator on my own goddamn server. So, everybody, say hello to the very beginning of Oasis RP. So this is a little thing that we've been wanting to do for a little while. In that we have had a lot of problems with how different servers have been ran. Not necessarily a lot of problems with any one server, but some problems with pretty much every server we've been on, right? So first off, let me find... Hopefully y'all don't get motion sick easy. Where is that thing? There's a parking garage that I was fucking around in. Where did you go? Here's one. I'm gonna throw up. Fuck what I missed. You missed Jet falling off of a cliff. Something happened to Chase? No. Just, I haven't been a fan of some things that have happened in Chase. And if I can, I am wanting to take my own shot at making a server. And it's been going well so far. Going to steal this man's cart. Pardon me. So, not too much of it is modified right now. There are some things modified from like base game. Like, for example, the Hotwire minigame that we use was actually Stella's idea. And if you're a fan of the video game Helldivers, then this Hotwire minigame might be for you. So essentially, you just do a few rounds of stratagem typing, basically. And if you fuck it up, it's fine. So I'll turn it off, try it again. If you fuck it up, it just resets. Even if you're like halfway through, it'll reset you back to 1. Long time no see you. You've been busy. That's dope. Yeah, a little bit. Welcome in, Mac. Oh, sorry. Before we get any further, I want to thank Royzilla and Ronin187 for the offline follows. I appreciate that. If you guys are VOD watchers, very much appreciate. But yes, Imp going to be doing a lot of driving. I want to say I love you all. Stay slick, butter babes. Stop calling them butter babes. But yes, officially we have started the process of making our own GTA RP server. Already we have the custom Hotwire minigame that's completely custom. It's not like something that I downloaded or anything. One thing that we did take from Chase because we really like it, I think I can do it to an NPC, is when you... Oh, fuck. No, I didn't. I was trying to. There you go. Ragdoll will tackle other people if they'll let me. Let me tackle you. God damn it. I just keep fucking it up. I gotta add cock. I plan on it if Milton is interested. I don't want to presume. I don't want to presume. You're rude. Fuck you. What
on earth?
Whoa. Jet, I know. It's crazy to see Jet violent, isn't it? But yes, essentially this is our own server. We can do whatever we want on it at the moment. But that is oh, it's the green screen. Thank you for your petting the Casper cat and the sacrifice. Casper, welcome in. Oh, and Color, I think technically was first pre-stream, but Stella was first once stream started. Little community server. So it's not necessarily going to be a community server. I do want it to be a server that people I don't know can connect to. I am going, like, eventually I am going to be paying for hosting and everything. I'm gonna buy assets like the banner, burger shot interior. But one thing I'm wanting to say, oh, sorry, here's another thing real quick. So I'm still on the fence on whether this is how I want it to be, because I kind of like it, but it's also different. And so I'm like, eh. So instead of the usual like alt, point, and interact with something style thing, you still press alt, but instead what it does is it shows you, see, I'm pressing alt now, not pressing alt. It shows you things you can interact with, and then you just hit E to interact with it, but it won't let me open this one. Let me find a bench that I can sit at. I know where a bench is. But what I was saying is I'm going to be customizing this, and I know this is like the dumbest time to do this because GTA 6 is coming out and all this, but I'm going to be customizing this pretty much how I'd want a server to be. So do this, walk up to it, bam, let you sit at it. We'll definitely bring the Spirit Star and convince the Condemned to come with us once it's up and running. I've been with a bunch of friends that made their own server. It's super tough. Well, so here's the thing. I'm aware that it's very tough. I could make this go live right now. Like this right now, it's only local because I just haven't port forwarded or bought hosting. This is able to go live right now. But I'm going to be adding some things that I'm wanting or adjusting how things work. Every single thing in this server is adjustable and changeable. Like the mini game was originally like a Dead by Daylight skill check thing where you pressed the buttons, and we didn't like that. So we did this one. And it doesn't punish you like this. Like there's no punishment for fucking up other than it taking longer. And then once you get it going, you're good to go. But literally everything. So what I'm wanting to say is, if at some point after I get kind of the groundwork laid, if you all would be interested in being some like little kind of testers, beta testers, for the server. You use a controller when you play. Not really with GTRP, just because there's so many keybinds and things you got to deal with. You can use it for like moving around, but you will have to use your keyboard as well. But if you all are interested, I would love to have people that I trust to just come on the server and fuck shit up. Like literally just get on, break things in the best way you can, test to see how systems feel, give suggestions to things that you want to see. Like essentially I want this to be a project that we all work on together. Hold on. Where is that? Where is that? Is it this one? It might be this one. I think it's this one. Wow. Fuck shit up, you asked the right people. Been through the gauntlet with server starting, but on the other side with helping, so I know it's adjustable. Yeah. No, like, don't get me wrong, Sug, I know that this is not going to be a simple undertaking, but I have done similar scaled things in the past. And I have a brother who is very, very good with this kind of thing, and essentially, I'm gonna do my best. And if it sucks, then Hey, at least I tried. Whoa, what the fuck? I don't know what this is about. All right, Jill. Da, 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 da. I don't know why I am high. Did you do something to me, Stell?
My baby. Yeah, I made you drunk.
Don't do that. I was worried something was wrong. So Stell can connect because Stell's on the same internet because it's locally hosted. And look, I got the Blackmobile. Except this is the best version of the Blackmobile because I supercharged it. It's got every upgrade it can. You just want cute outfits? Well, that's the other thing, Sung, is that Stell actually can make things in Blender. Just because I can't play, I'd still love to help. I'm sure you'd be able to. Stell can make things in Blender. So if there are things we want, Stell can make them. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this might seem a little self-centered on me. The Life Invader building is gonna be the JBTV News building. Like, just straight up. I want to leave the Weasel News building there because a lot of people who want to come on GTA RP servers and be news people just decide to be Weasel News. So I want to leave that there, but I'm going to make, we're going to customize the Life Invader building to be the JBTV News building. Strimmer, hey Raven, watch this. Oh, not that. Whee! This is my GTA RP server. This is Oasis RP. Gotta get a leaf blower. So the leaf blower is actually in here. That's like a you would be surprised how many things just come with the package. I'm gonna throw up. Stop. Well, I can help and I will if you're planning on starting right now. So, oh, yeah, we're planning. Sorry, I know you. Yeah. Yes, we are planning it right now. It is going to, my goal is to have it done, or at least my goal is to open it to everyone before the end of the year. Now, again, I know that this is an extremely silly time to be doing something like this because GTA 6 is right around the corner. But I doubt that GTA 6 will have roleplay on launch or even kind of near launch. If it does, then I'll already know kind of what I want from my server. And I'll work with whatever framework comes with GTA 6. And if it doesn't, then I'll have a server. No problem, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. Change your game title? No, because I am going to be going into Scarlet Hollow here in a minute. This is just something I'm showing people. Colt, this is my own GTA RP server. This is Oasis RP. Yeah, I don't think GTA 6 RP will be coming. Couldn't pay me to play GTA 6 based off start doing Rockstar shit. Another year before it's on PC, exactly. Have a week off first vlog, 100% free to help that week. So there are two ways that you can make a server joinable by people who are not on your local network. There is port forwarding, where you essentially make your IP address like free to connect to, or there are hosting services that you can get, and that is the route that I'm going to go. As I'm going to do the hosting services because they're only like $10 to $25 a month. But we will have whitelisting. There will be a whitelist process. I am not doing public. I'm going to rework pretty much everything in the server, like the oh. That's Lore. That's Stella in their ideal vehicle. Okay, so here's the other thing, right? If people are interested in actually playing on this server, if you are going to help with beta testing, you will be, oh my goodness, subscribe with Prime. Kept my Prime so that I usually give it to Milton so I could use it here. Oh, Raven. Thank you. If you are interested in beta testing and helping,
Get asshole.
don't stop in the middle of the street, dumbass.
Get fucked, bitch.
The fuck out of here, Jill administrator. But if you are interested in beta testing on the server, when the server actually goes live, I wouldn't mind giving you a little something starting out, like a little bit of extra cash, a basic car, something like that, because I'm going to be keeping this car and I'm going to be giving myself the Life Invader building. But that being said, if you're going to say own a business, you're going to need to be... You crazy hoe! Hey! Akira, oh my god, a hype train. Akira, holy chiz, 2 months. How much does GTA 5 cost? I think it's like $15 right now. Grimmy, thank you for gifting a sub to Saphiric Wave.
This is it, baby.
Hold me. Oh, thank you so much, Grimmy. But yeah, if you're interested in playing, you will get a little bonus when the server actually goes live, be it some money, a car, or something to that nature. Now let's go to work.
This is it, baby.
Oh my goodness, Pinky. Thank you for gifting the sub to Sung. Oh, and Pink Fangs for the sub to Esteemed Man. My god, you guys are holding each other constantly. My goodness golly gracious, you guys are fucking crazy. Thank you. Your supports. No more ads for Sung. Hell yeah. Good shit. But yeah, I mean, honestly, that's all there really is. I could sit here and play around in Clip forever because it's very fun to do. Like, you ever seen the top of the Life Invader building? Where here it is. But if, and this is another thing, I'm going to add a channel in the, thank you for the bit. I'm going to add a channel in the Making It Work Discord, that if there is something you would like to see in Oasis RP and you plan on playing it, or you know you'd really like to watch something, put it in that channel and I'll add it. Bonk. Bonk. Jet's invincible. Can we have butter as a meal? I'll take Burt tax as my bonus. Just watching Jet's death. Oh my god, Akira! Salty for Sally. Can I help you? Get out of here. Be gone. Oh, actually, get out of the car. I want to do the ragdoll tackle. What? Do not. So
Ow, what the fuck?
Woohoo! Oh my god, Grimmy! Another bit, and Red, the 100 bits. Thank you guys. And Pinky, my goodness. Guys, chill. Thank you. Y'all are so kind. I very much appreciate it. I stole his car. Guys! My goodness. All of the bits. He's gonna cry. Come now. Stella, do you remember how to get in? Can you fix Jorma while you have him? I did. He's all fixed up. Oh, are you not an admin? God damn it. I don't know why it's doing that. Administration. Admin. You give us good news and expect us. Oh my goodness. All of the shield regenerations. Red, Grimmy, Raven. Thank you all. Hold on.
Not.
Fixed her up for you. Spade, welcome in. Oh my goodness, just so many bits. Pinky, thank you. I just saw that the bit cheer is a teabag. Everything went silent at the perfect moment for the nut.
You can't have a car.
What? I mean, I could. You know what? Fine.
You should give this thing a spin. It's very fun.
Oh, I was. It was fun. Hold on, I figured something out. Watch this.
Hey. Hold on, for science.
All right. I thought you were gonna get in it. Fuck you. My goodness. Level 2 complete, 97%. Thank you all so much. That was so kind. Grimmy, Raven, Red, every one of you. Thank you. Yippee! Guys, is this considered fail RP? I don't know where that landed. Oh, there it is. Come to the bitchery. All right. As much as I could literally just fuck around on this forever. If I don't start. NVL terrible. It's not NVL if you're a fucking god and you know that you are, huh? I value my life because it's a damn good one. Because watch this. Yippee! I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. No, I'm fine. Oh yeah, and for all of you old heads, I figured out how they used to do the Wendigos. Check this out. Yaw! Back in the unscripted days when they were doing Wendigo stuff. You can enable things like super jump in TX admin. Chat, stop climbing down things reasonably, you normal ass bitch. Cry, Butterboy. Y'all are extremely kind, caring, considerate people, and I'm very lucky to have you as a community.
Holy shit!
Oh, this looks different. That's another thing, is you never know, like, you never know what's modded and what's not until you see an unmodded, well, okay, you see a base framework server. Because, like, I thought that, hold on, where is it? It's like over here. Yeah. So I thought this was actually base game, the inside of this church, but as you can see by the windows, it's not. Like, there is no modeling on the inside of this. In No Pixel, I used to work at a sex store and would be smacking people with dildos and giving guys the XL condom. That's funny. I want to be a stripper in RP. Well, I am pretty sure the vanilla unicorn is base. Pinky, close your eyes. There's Bahama Mamas. Okay, bud. My goodness. That's so loud. Why is that so loud? I'm so sorry. I need to turn that down in sound alerts. Yeah, bud.
Wait, I meant chocolate milk.
It's okay, bud. I think the vanilla unicorn is base.
Hi streamer, don't give Sung other business opportunities. I've already hired him for the bitchery, thanks. Sending you a cease and desist immediately.
Yeah, vanilla unicorn is base. So this already exists. Raven, we could absolutely change this to be called the bitchery. I'm just saying. Okay, bud. Like, that is the power we hold. But anyway, enough of that. Oh, wait. Actually, I do want to, just so I know where it is. No. Uh-oh. Jet! Why aren't you God mode anymore? Fucking idiot. Ow. Jet, why aren't you God mode? Stop it. You can make new signage? Absolutely. I'm sure that is within your capabilities. After having seen how it was done for the JBTV news building, that is so ludicrously simple to do, it seems. Right. Need to go to a garage. So what I might do as a thank you for the support of the server and such is I might add butter as a consumable snack at the gas station. But it'll give you, like, the shits or something. Grimmy, I will hydrate in just a mo. So, oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna work on the vehicle storage because I don't like the green circle. There's a lot of things that needs worked on that I don't like from base, but this is literally I started this process last night because I heard about this war that's going on in Chase, and I'm just like, man, I am so very tired of having these plot lines forced onto me. But yeah. Actually. Hey. Stella, if you could make the channel in the Discord for Oasis RP suggestions. What does war mean? It means Polito and Los Santos are literally at war. No, it's an actual war. Because Penta brought a character to Polito. I think it's one of his old characters or something. And he essentially, from what I heard, this is all hearsay. I could be incorrect. I've just heard things. Essentially what I heard is a bunch of guns were spawned and given to Paulicians. And yeah, it's just been like active, like, warfare. So yeah, it's just, it like, you know, some people might like that. Some people might like that roleplay. I don't. And I am thankful that I was away from the server while it was happening. I mean, it's still technically happening, I think, but I'm not going to engage in it. And like, all I'm wanting is a place that facilitates roleplay. I don't want to push plot lines. I don't want intrusive mechanics. I don't want, like, all I want is like a working economy and like jobs. And that's pretty much it. Like, I don't need anything else. He made the server just to act out his own story without thinking of anyone else's. Well, I mean, Chase has had its problems, but that being said, I have enjoyed how Chase has been ran for the most part. I just haven't enjoyed the plot lines that come up out of nowhere. A lot of Chase stuff was iffy. Condemn got us to try Heroes Rising. Doing that till yours is ready. Ah, gotcha. During the little pandemic thingy. Oh yeah, the pandemic's still going on. You can still get your kidneys stolen. And I don't know, like, the... Yeah, it's a lot of intrusive things that force plot lines. And I'm just not gonna do that. And also, another issue that Stella and I have always had with GTA servers is that the property is, like, never available. And so because like people buy them all, and so we're limiting one business property and one residential property per character. And per Rex's suggestion, we might also be limiting one business property per player. So even if you have multiple characters, only one of your characters can actually own a business and business property. Well, okay, not necessarily own a business, but business property. And we're gonna make it to where civilians can actually earn some money. Not a ludicrous amount. Like, we're really gonna try and keep the balance to where it's not ludicrously leaned towards civilians, nor is it ludicrously leaned towards crimers. Oh, to ensure entire businesses that open can actually be open and tenant. Exactly. One thing I had a thought of, and I thought this would be really funny. So one thing that I've always had an issue with is that, like, crime gets punished in a lot of servers, and it really shouldn't, because it's just like, it's another RP. And by punished, I mean you are met with something that is objectively unfun. So instead, I think it would be pretty fun if someone commits a, say, felony. If they don't want to lose certain rights, like the right to own a business or the right to have, like, a legal job in the government or something like that, to get a felony, like, neutralized, not expunged, because it needs to stay on the record, but to get it neutralized, they need to do a certain amount of community service at another job. Because I think it's fucking funny for a criminal to have to take people's orders at Burger Shot if they want to avoid consequences. And some people won't. Some people will just accept the consequences, you know, move on. They'll get a little bit of jail time or whatever, and they'll just keep, like, the debt. Love my nails. Thank you. These ones are still gray. It's just they're still green, but it's getting blacked out by the green screen, and this one's pink. Seem nuts to me. You could do one thing wrong, get in a weird RP situation, there goes exactly. Like, it's dumb. Like, people have made roleplay servers too serious, too realistic, and I'm trying to bring it back to literally it is for the roleplay. As long as you are immersed in character, you can be a violent felon, but you got to work at Burger Shot for 10 hours in a month to keep your like legal rights to do things, you know? Hard criminals have to be supervised police or something where they have to get back to... See, I don't want it to be police necessarily, because then that gives them certain like authority. I want it to be like Burger Shot, or like working as a janitor at the hospital or something. Like they've got to do some kind of demeaning job, because that will still create roleplay. Can't believe he fingered us on stream. Oh, you like that? You like that, chat? Are you close? Sorry, that's a Mark joke, but I felt immediately terrible for that. I'm leaving now. Absolutely fair. Never do that again. Yeah, also fair. You got forced to work at Bubber Bays and wear the little booty shorts. Excuse me. Make them work at a maid cafe. But see, that's the thing. They will get their choice. You know, do you want to work at Burger Shot? Do you want to work at Uwu Cafe? Do you want to be a janitor at the hospital? Do you want to do some, you know, community service at the Banner? Maybe, like clean the rooms? Like things like that. Hey, Spider-Man, welcome in. Do you want to strip at the bitchery? Well, that gets into some weird stuff, you know. That's basically prostitution, and I don't necessarily want to promote that. That's a good time to leave. We have docs in the morning. We'll catch up soon. Enjoy stream. No problem, Mac. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's great to see you again. Types of civ work are you thinking of? So the usual, you know, food service, hospitals, police. I do want the Rangers to be there. I like the Rangers as like a people. The BCSO, obviously, taxi drivers, you know, all the usual stuff. But I do also want, so one thing we really enjoyed that will need some adjusting is the freelancing that was in Unscripted. I liked being able to go around and do tasks for NPCs, and I would occasionally meet other people who are also doing the tasks. Now, the part that would need adjusted is one, how much money you could make, because that's kind of where Jack got like all of his money, is I would just get on my like weekend and do it a lot and make a stupid amount of money. And also the tasks need to not be so repetitive, because then it gets into this just like, hey, I'm logging on to do my dailies sort of thing. That's for unwilling people. I'm willing and want to strip. I guess I could have it as an option. You know, that's true. As long as they're not forced to take that option, I could have working at the strip club as an option. Rewatched the Cole one and thought you wanted me. What was it for, and how dare you put me in the hole when I died? No, putting you in the hole is a good thing, because I think that's the only place you can get resurrected from. If you choose it, it's not prostitution. We'll put a pin on that. Offenders will be prostituted. They have to clean the semen at the Vitry. There you go. They have to clean up the private rooms. I don't think it works like that. But yes, okay. So this is a Scarlet Hollow stream, in case anyone was wondering. How'd you know I was asleep? I just assumed, I think, because you didn't respond. So we are going to be playing a little bit of Scarlet Hollow. Let's try and keep the Oasis server suggestions channel fairly like concise to suggestions, just so I can like flick through it and be like, oh, I like that, and add it. Okay, so without further ado, we are starting. We're gonna see a recap of episode 2. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, my cousin's mother and my aunt, seemed like something I shouldn't ignore, even considering my own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky? That sort of thing? You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of the woods at dawn. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence, as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. I dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. I manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. Okay, real quick, look at this hand. I never noticed how, person-like this hand is. But then there is the deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it is gone. Oh my god. Oh my god. What do we do? Welcome home. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. But listen, you better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Just don't make yourself a burden, all right? I have a lot to do today. Oh, whoops. Oh, are we talking about a certain young man who may or may not have caught the boss's eye? That Sam Wayne fellow, wasn't it? Whatever. If anyone asks, we never talked, got it? I don't want to disappear too. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. Whatever you're looking for, you're barking up the wrong tree, so just go someplace else before... Tabitha once again trails off, both she and Stella having noticed the girl with a dark braid and glasses sneaking along the ridge. It's Rosalina! Kanika, we found her. She's headed up the hill. They went in? Does Stella have no sense of self-preservation? My dad says our house is haunted. She's interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. I'd like to see a pair of thunderous knocks, if you know what I mean. I turn to see Becca and Alexis gone, and Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as I notice her. There is something in the darkness before me that's much louder, though I don't hear it, but I can feel it in my chest, like the deep growl of a predator. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! My cousin dives towards me, but not before the light from my phone illuminates. What is there? Jet Black! Jet Black, are you alright? Tabitha and I manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Holy shit, you're okay. Thank God. That was a surprisingly close call. We could have all died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Becca, shut up. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. I collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, my head empty of thoughts. After my time in the Shaw mine, I barely even noticed the dust. When I close my eyes, I see the shadowy figures that gathered behind Stella in the mines. My thoughts are drawn to the carving on the wall and to the visions it imparted upon me. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. I managed to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. Welcome back, Pink Fangs! As I pull myself out of bed, I can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck to my skin. I step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. As steam fills my lungs and soot washes down the drain, I think about Sybil's warning. The worst is yet to come. I'm done here. I turn off the faucet and dry myself off. Time to start my day. There are 2 of them now. Want to point out, just because I'm not going to be doing another playthrough of this, that one over there in the pile, that's Dustin. This one is literally named Dustin Mom. That's Dustin. This is Dustin Mom, just so we're clear. I wave down at the opossums. They look up at me. Against my better judgment, I reach out to the opossum, hand outstretched. Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Maybe now they'll leave my dresser and return to nature where they belong. You learn their names if you have the speak with animals trait. Hold on, I need to turn down the music a bit, I think. References? There we go. Just a little bit. The fuck is voice volume? I hold my breath and approach the bedroom window. After finding that boot print and viscera on the garden yesterday, I can't help but anticipate something staring back at me. It's the same view. I turn back to the guest room. Every time I see that doll, my heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? No, it hasn't. That's enough of this closet. I turn back to the guest room. I pull out my phone and open up my group chat with Stella and Kanika. What's the game plan? It'll probably be a bit before I get a response. I pull out my phone to text Stella. I'm gonna send the photo of a creepy mascot in a grungy basement. Look, it's the fucking Mickey Mouse in the like bathroom picture. The abandoned bathroom. It'll probably be a bit before I get a response. I pull out my phone to text Kanika. Exhausted Ben Affleck. I send her a photo of an exhausted Ben Affleck. It'll probably be a bit before I get a response. I've done everything I've wanted to up here. It's time to start my day. I enter the kitchen to find my cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frou-Frou glares at me from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. Tabitha's eyes dart to the corner of the room, almost as if she's ashamed of being caught in the act of stress-eating ice cream for breakfast. Hi, I'm Jet Black, host of the Hard Facts with Jet Black and CEO of... Good morning! I'm Janie, just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like to know where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Jet Black. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company, what with everything that's Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbled in acknowledgement. Hey, Tabitha, how's it going? There was a massive mine collapse last night that almost got my cousin killed. So I'm a little stressed. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to me with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening. So you're coming with me. I'll be out in a couple of minutes. I feel like shit from last night, and I still have to wrap up my morning routine. I will be right back. Man, it's Angie. Raven, can I just say how happy it makes me that I summoned you to a strip club in Cult of the Lamb and you just made it your own thing. Like you love the bitchery like a child, and I find that so cute. Also, y'all ready for this? Y'all ready? Hold up. Ready? Oh wait, the mic probably won't let it through, but we'll see. Y'all hear that? Draws Tabitha. Do not draw Tabitha on fire. Damn. The mic would not let it through. I get it, but there's a lot on my plate today, and I want to spend some time with you before more things start piling on. I already waited long enough for you to get up. Janie, lock up when you leave, please. Oh yeah. Whoops. And don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As we ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of us, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Jet Black, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. You two did right by those kids, though. What a blessing. Everybody getting out of that situation all right. You only come in once a week, right? What do you do with the rest of your time? Oh, odd jobs mostly. Weeding gardens, cleaning houses, watching kids, that sort of thing. My husband's the pastor, so a lot of my time's spent at the church and doing things for the community. Poor Daniel, he's been going absolutely stir-crazy since we moved here. Well, with nobody really attending sermons, it'd probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. It sounds wonderful. Thank you for the offer. Of course, he's always ready and willing to talk with people, so feel free to stop by the church anytime. The door is always open. Let's do the street smart. I'd love to chat, but I'd hate to interrupt your work. I'm in town for another few days, though, if you've got time. Of course. Like I said, feel free to swing by the church any old time. All right, let's go. Bye, Janie. Be safe out there, you two. Tabitha and I walk through the doors of the estate and into her car. The ride to town is uneventful, my cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. All right, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. Oh, I gotcha. We're picking up tea, wink. Yeah, I'm picking up tea. Why are you saying it all weird? I literally said wink. I wink at her. Did you think I was taking you with me to buy drugs? I'm picking up normal tea for drinking. Wink. Sure you are. I wink at my cousin. Her face tightens into an all too familiar scowl. Shouldn't we be solving a mystery right now? A mystery? What mystery? The events of last night are pretty cut and dried. Like, come on. Is it more believable that the Shaw mine collapsed because of mysterious, unseen forces? Or is it more believable that it collapsed because it was a condemned mine that was unsuitable for human beings? People like Stella turn to conspiracy theories and the supernatural because they can't handle the truth. That our world is ruled by chaotic forces that don't follow any kind of logical pattern. Bad things can happen to good people suddenly and for no reason. You can choose to accept that, or you can live in denial. Tabitha and I turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh, other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Out of curiosity, would you call yourself happy? Tabitha pulls back, surprised by my question. The lessons we learn from loss are often more powerful than those we learn from victory. I'm unhappy because I took too long to learn life's difficult truths. Come on already, let's go. The bells of the general store chime as we cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood our senses, making us feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Jet Black, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. I can't believe you actually tried to tell me you weren't here to buy drugs. Oh, she most certainly is. Didn't you know there's no better place in Scarlet Hollow to stock up on the devil's lettuce than my little old tea shop? What? No, I am not some kind of stoner. You know what? It doesn't matter. Think what you will. I'm just pulling your leg, dear. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a tinkling of bells. I love having both of my buffs lets me do this. I find a subtle spot near the door and listen in. I know it took a little longer than you'd hoped, but this was fairly short notice. In the future, please give me at least 2 months to gather what's needed. These plants aren't exactly easy to come by. Is there enough? Yes, everything should go just fine. Make sure this is all it eats for a few days, and I mean all. Put it somewhere that it can't get other food. I'm not keeping it inside. Outside, then. A shed, something enclosed. And please, call me if you get confused. Don't assume you know what you're doing. You only have one shot at this, remember. Berlan ran me through it plenty of times. I know what I'm... My listening session is halted as the tinkling of bells announce another patron. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Jet Black, aren't you? My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. Mrs. Forsyth called me on the phone and told me you saw what happened to my daddy. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you. Mrs. Forsyth said that you and Miss Richmond did your best. I'm thankful you tried to help. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week, but now he's gone, and as of this morning, so is she. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I may as well make myself useful and get out in the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. You was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try and find him? Your dad was killed by ditchlings. They're monsters that show up when something bad is going to happen, and they're the things that have been stealing your chickens. Mrs. Forsyth said something like that on the phone. I ain't never heard of a ditchling before, but whatever they are, they won't stop me from trying to find my daddy. He died on the northwest edge of town, off the Esgina Trail. Thank you, Jet Black. I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't rest easy knowing he's out there somewhere, all by his lonesome. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. My phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast, meet at library after, and figure out a plan. Then it buzzes again. Stella sends me back an image of an exhausted alien. Hey again. If you want to come over for breakfast, would honestly love to hang out. And then it buzzes yet again. Somebody was busy this morning. Oh, hey again. If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. And that's that. I can't possibly get any more texts. This is Isaac's from the mine. You gave me your number yesterday. I'm out behind the diner if you want to talk. Tabitha sure is taking her time in there. We're meeting up with Isaac's. They haven't gone out and found him? No. That is one of the things that you will discover about this is... Oh, the cops. I probably have time to slip off and hear what Isaac's has to say oh, shit. Before Tabitha even knows that I'm gone. I hold the bells on the door to the general store, quieting them while I make a silent exit. I find Isaac smoking out by the dumpster behind Winnie's diner. Thought you weren't gonna show. Here I am. Listen, I don't have a lot of time to talk, especially with you. I put two and two together. I know you're related to the boss, and the other guys are all riled up. They're talking action. If they saw me out here with you, they'd think I was some kind of scab. But none of them will listen to me, especially now. They've all got bigger things to worry about than a single missing miner. I haven't forgotten about him, though. Anything you want to know, just ask. It's been like 2 minutes, dude. What do you think I did? What do you mean, didn't think I was going to show? Man, he probably thought he would just text a number and, like, it would just go unread and I wouldn't show up. What kind of action are people talking? Isaac glances around nervously. They're talking about a strike, but you didn't hear it from me. So, Tabitha was dating an employee? Yeah, wasn't the first time either. I knew some of the other fellas she dated. They said she was the coldest woman they'd ever met. Had a habit of dropping them a few months in before picking up the next poor son of a bitch who fell for her wiles. I guess us coal boys are pretty desperate. Especially when a woman of means like that approaches you. You never know if you're going to be the one who lucks out and locks down that old family wealth. Guess Wayne wasn't lucky. I ran into him after we talked yesterday. But why wouldn't he come tell me he's all right? Where is he staying? Why is he hiding from everybody? It just doesn't sound like him. I'm not sure the man you think is Wayne is really him. Did he have a condition of some kind? Medical condition? No, he was fit as a fiddle. Built like a brick house, too. Did anything happen to him at the mines? Find any weird stuff? Uncover anything that wasn't meant to be uncovered? No, I don't think so. The few shifts he was picking up were all above ground, mostly operating machinery. Pretty cushy stuff, to be honest. Dude's used to meeting up with people like Kiki. You text her, she doesn't read it. You call her, she doesn't answer. You leave a voicemail, she leaves the city for 4 months. God damn, Jet is in that life. Every time Milton, and by extension Kiki, comes back to Los Santos, Jet has done like 4 more steps of progression. Like next time Milton gets on Chase, Jet's gonna be like, so I own the city now. Why would he be following me? Damned if I know. I didn't even know you existed until yesterday. I actually made my own city. Fuck. That was a joke, but you're right. I suppose Tabitha could have told him about you, so maybe he's trying to get to someone close to his ex. Seems like a pathetic move to me, but relationships change people. Maybe even a man like Wayne can be broken by someone like her. Do you think Tabitha did something to him? Yeah, I do. That, or maybe Pearl Ann. I don't know what it would be, but something happened up at that house. The week it went down, everyone was so up in arms about Miss Pearl Ann's death, almost nobody cared about the fact that some transplant miner had gone missing. Do you have any theories? I figured he was dead. I guess I'm not so sure now that you say you've seen him. But sure, you could say I got a couple theories. Maybe Tabitha tried to break it off. He didn't take it well, and then it ended in him getting offed. Or an ex of hers got involved and offed him out of jealousy. Could be he stole his jacket, and that's who you've been seeing. I hope he's just wandering around, like you say. I'm not convinced. What was he like? He was a lighthearted kind of guy, always joking around on the job. Amazing fella to grab beers with. Not keen on doing hard work, so it wasn't too strange when he barely picked up any shifts once that relationship started. I'm sure he saw her as a bit of a meal ticket, so maybe he wasn't too smart, but he was a good friend. Closest one I had. I ship Isaacs and Wayne. Isaac sighs, taking one last long draw of his cigarette. I appreciate you coming by to talk. I can't say I'm happy with what you've told me, but I'm glad somebody is looking into this. Seems like everybody else was perfectly happy to sweep it under the rug. Isaac tosses his cigarette butt. It goes without saying that you'd better not go telling anyone we talked. And if you see him, or whoever it is pretending to be him, tell him his buddy is worried about him, all right? Isaac heads back inside, and I find myself alone again. Okay, so, Stella. We talked about the route we're wanting to take with Jet, and with what is going on right now, with Tabitha wanting to talk to me, if I skip out on talking to Tabitha, do you think that would fix it? Do you think that would make it more plausible that that one thing happens? Skip out? Okay. So, chat. Do we want to go after Kanika, swing by Stella's house, or go to the diner to see Avery? Which one would y'all prefer to see? Ugh. You're reading Discord, Stella's house, diner. You're gonna go to Stella's house? I live in Stella's house. Stella's house is probably a fairly good choice. Yeah, let's go to Stella's. It doesn't take long to make my way to Stella's house. I politely knock on Stella's door. There is no answer. I knock again, louder this time. My renewed effort is immediately met by the sound of an excited Gretchen. I can barely make out the slow and quiet shuffling of feet over Gretchen's excitement. An exhausted Stella groggily stares at me from her doorway. Hey, sorry, I'm a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in a lot. Give me a minute to finish getting dressed and I can make us some breakfast. Stella talks from the other room as she changes. What are you feeling up to for breakfast? Pancakes, eggs, and biscuits? Maybe just a classic scramble? I also have toaster waffles if that's more your speed. Posture check. Hydrate. How dare you make me sit up? Cabbage, I want to show you the thing after stream. Don't shrimp on my watch. Pancakes. I'm a pancake guy. Excellent. Nothing like a stack of cakes for breakfast. You can even make them together. All right, let's get started. Look at her outfit. It's so cute. Look at the Ghostbuster outfit. Jet's not going to flirt with Stella. Me, literally, like, Jet's not going to flirt with Stella. Flirt with her now. You know what? I'll compliment. The thing is, that does look like Jet would compliment it. That's a cute jumpsuit. Aw, thanks. I kind of picked it out just for you. Hold on, how good is my relationship with Stella? I didn't think I had a very good relationship with Stella, because on the first night, she didn't offer me to stay. I did, what the fuck? Jet just got that riz. This used to be my lucky getup from back when I did ghost hunting videos. Though I guess you might call it unlucky since I never actually seen a ghost. Stella wants to lay eggs in his face. Okay, Kiki's not here. Why do you gotta bring the Kiki vibe? Like, sometimes my stomach likes to relax a little bit. But hey, after the past couple of nights, maybe we could use a bit of bad luck. Thank you for the nut, Grimmy. The kind of bad luck where we don't find anything, of course. Don't want to jinx us. Should we start on food? I'm starving. Yeah, let's do it. Pancakes are pretty easy, though the real challenge is not burning them. I would like to reiterate. Nope. Yeah. And not undercooking them. Do not pee on me, Grimmy. No, bad. And I'm not burning them And not burning them and undercooking them at the same time. But hey, at least the ingredients are easy to assemble. I'll handle the dry stuff. You mix the wet stuff.
Stella gives me a handful of pre-measured ingredients, a bowl, and a whisk.
And if you don't mind, I'm going to make an egg for myself while you work on the mix.
Actually, can I have an egg too?
Of course. The more the merrier. Hope you like over easy. Anyway, seems like you got an earlier start than I did today. Anything interesting happen while I was asleep? Did Tabby give you a hard time? He wants you to lay eggs, bro. God damn it. I didn't think of that.
I met Bo at the general store this morning.
That poor guy. How's he doing?
Apparently Big Betty's gone missing.
Really? How does a 2,000-pound pumpkin just disappear?
Other than that, it seems like he's hanging in there. Stella says nothing in response. Tabitha was planning on babysitting me all day, but I gave her the slip.
I'm glad you're here. It's been really nice spending time with you, even if a lot of it has been the two of us running in terror from the monsters of the day.
Not a whole lot has really happened other than that.
Well, no news is probably good news, right? Are you pumped for ghost hunting tonight?
Nah, he's pumped. I am extremely pumped.
Enjoy the podcast, cabbage. Jet wants this Stella girl to lay eggs in his face or something. Wrong. Wrong. Excellent. Me too. If there's a ghost, I hope it tries to communicate with us instead of scare us. I want to know what it's like to be dead, or if there are more ghosts out there. And hey, if this is anything like any other ghost hunt I've been on, it'll be a much appreciated breather. Unless you count Tommyknockers as ghosts. Or Wayne. Eggs are done, time for pancakes.
Stella takes my bowl from me, dumping it into her flour and whisking quickly to combine the ingredient.
And now we pray to the pancake gods for a perfect stack. Thanks for coming over, by the way. It gets lonely here sometimes. Is she blushing? Oh my god.
I know she's been mean, but Tabitha very obviously still cares about you.
I know. She's distant and kind of terse, but that's just her way of joshing with me. Like the whole banned from the mine thing. She's so funny.
She should really just talk to you.
I know. I wish she would.
The cake gods have delivered the perfect stack.
But she's cut herself off from the rest of the world. Best I can do is be there for her in case she ever changes her mind.
You and my cousin must have dated at some point, right? What happened?
Was it that obvious? I guess we must give off more of an ex's vibe than I thought. I guess you could say we kind of dated. It was never really official, and she might tell it a little differently, but as far as I'm concerned, that was my first relationship. Not that she's my type or anything. Honestly, that's a lot closer to you.
Ugh.
How did I get to this point?
You play for left field then?
Maybe more like center? I'm into all kinds of people, if that's what you're asking.
Do you still have feelings for her?
Ha! In case I haven't made it blindingly obvious, I'm interested in someone else.
Chad, I need you to give me strength here.
I need you to give me strength. So, okay, let me tell you what I was going to plan. Okay, she's interested in us, Chris. Yeah, but Stella's like the easiest one to romance, I think. So, I was actually planning on romancing Dr. Kelly because Dr. Kelly is a bit like, Jed is not supposed to be... There is going to be something that will enable that romance, okay? I can't tell too much. That's the person that we saw jogging who was kind of terse, and literally people were like, is that Kiki? But yeah, the Kiki, because I thought that would be funny. In true Jet fashion, put cakey ass in front of his eyeballs and he's looking out the window. Literally Stella. Literally Stella. Also, Stella, who plays Lorelai. Like it's so in character for Jet to ignore the most obvious, beneficial, great relationship. Now, that being said, you guys are the ones watching this. I've played through this game like a bajillion. I'm gonna break Jet's legs, bro. I can't. He's so goddamn. Calm down, bitch. I've played through this game a billion times. Are you all wanting me to go Stella romance option? Because I love Stella, but I've never done the Kelly romance. And so I thought it might be pretty interesting to see that, but I can just do a different playthrough where I romance Kelly. Like, I can specifically be a bitch. Nope, now I'm invested in Kiki. Either way, I don't know. All right. I feel bad. Let's look out the window, everyone. The Kiki, all right. Oof. Oof. What is the jet? Cool. Okay, he has in front of him. Let's look the other way. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna save Scum. Maybe he's oblivious. Yeah, I'm gonna do the whoever you're interested in sure sounds lucky. Oh yeah? Well, if that's the case, maybe I'll have to make a move soon before someone else snatches them up. Oh, what was it like dating her? She's hilarious, and I don't know, it's hard to explain what draws you to somebody. I like the challenge of breaking down all those walls she built up around herself. It was kind of like taming a wild animal, you know? But it all just kind of stopped after high school. I guess we didn't see each other every day, and she was always busy at the mine, so there wasn't much of a chance to hang out anymore. I wish we could have stayed friends, like actual friends. I could have used someone like her after that big accident. Kanika was at school already, Reese was sick, and Tabitha wouldn't even return my calls. It was, well, it's ancient history. Can't change the past. Time for the first flip. I'll need your moral support for this.
Stella's face narrows in concentration, and she readies herself to flip the pancake.
Nailed it! The perfect flip. We're a great team.
What, happened to your parents? Stella tenses.
Car crash. They were taking me to college. I didn't wind up going to college. Not much more to be said.
Yeah, sorry I brought it up. Let's talk about something else. Yeah. You think you'll always live here? You ever thought of moving away?
It's hard to say. This house means a lot to me. This town means a lot to me. And I haven't had to think about where to live or where to go. But I guess I could see myself leaving for the right reasons. Or for the right person.
Steve's cakey ass. So you're an orphan, huh? You and Kanika seem really close.
Yeah, it's nice that she's back in town, but I wish it were under better circumstances. She's so busy with the store, too. I don't know how she does it. It's been nice hanging out with her more the past couple of days. Though again, better circumstances would be nice.
You ever hang out with Avery?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess I just don't know them very well. I grew up with Reese and Kanika and Tabby. Even you don't seem like a stranger. What, with who you're related to? Avery moved here a few years ago, kind of close on the heels of all that stuff with the accident, so I guess I wasn't really in the right headspace for making new friends. I do go to their parties, but now that you mention it, it is weird that I haven't thought to try and hang out with them outside of that. I should text them sometime.
How's the food coming?
Funny you should ask. Looks like we're done here.
Look at them cakes. Look at them stacks.
Yo, Imp, with the prime 7 months. Jeez Louises. Sorry I've been driving and have like no data, but I love and support you and your community. You are such a sweet person, Imp. We love you so much. Thank you for the support. I very much appreciate. Did they deprive you of butter too? Usually I only have room for butter in the morning. God fucking damn it. And with that, breakfast is served.
Oh my, look at Gretchen.
And look, I didn't burn any of them. The pancake gods wanted to make sure I could impress my guest with my incredible breakfast skills. Bon appetit. I'm so glad you came over today. I've been having a little bit of a hard time sleeping the past couple of nights. I'm sure you can relate. I think I needed a nice slow morning like this, just hanging out with you.
As Stella and I start to dig in, I'm interrupted by a phone alarm sounding off.
Oh, shoot. I almost forgot. It's Mayor Jimmy Day. Can I have extra butter? No, okay. Butter on pancakes is, look at this. This is a completely normal breakfast. It is not an additional
butter.
You know how when you're trying to make an argument and your little sibling just starts yelling things that just yelling over you? That's the feeling I just got. You don't put butter on your pancakes? You are fucking wrong. On top of being a great show, it's probably a good excuse to meet up with Oscar and start talking ghosts.
Gretchen barks at the mention of Mayor Jimmy. Oh, good. We can warn him of the coming danger.
I don't think he'll be very receptive. It'll be a blast, though. You eat them raw? Bruh. Let's finish up and head on over. I'll make sure to bring some biscuits for the mayor. Where's Gretchen's pancakes? She cannot eat pancakes. That'll make her sick. My nails are nice. Thank you. They're supposed to be green. They're supposed to be green. But because the motherfucking green screen is on. Hold on. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Here you go. Buy them. See? They're green. Also, they need to be redone because they've chipped. And this one's pink. They gave her bacon at the diner. May as well speed along the pancreatitis. Damn.
Stella and I make our way to the former town hall. Now... Oh, shit. Now Scarlet Hollow's library. It's surprisingly busy. A small crowd formed in the corner of the main foyer.
Now we're just waiting on Kanika. Surprised to see you here, Jet Black. I half expected you to have skipped town. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Jet Black to the mayor for like the entire time I've known him. It'll be worth it. Trust us. All right, shall we?
Y'all ready for the mayor? It's Mayor Jimmy. He's a dog. Not only is this mayor a dog, but judging from the series of portraits lining the walls, every mayor of Scarlet Hollow has also been a dog. I can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. I haven't met the serious man by his side, but I have to assume that he's the mayor's handler. He holds his paw out as if to shake my hand.
Oh, be right back. There better not be anyone fucking drawing. Draws dog mayor. Draws a heart for each person in chat. Imp, you are so cute. Guess I should cook noodles or something. I'll post stream on mobile for a bit. No problem, Color. Enjoy the podcast.
It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. I reach forward to take the mayor's little paw in my hand, but his burly security detail stops me. No paw shaking. Only head pats and ear scratches allowed.
Isn't he just the cutest? It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends and Winnie's Biscuits, and all my friends, and Winnie's Biscuits, and the close-knit small town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth. No contest.
Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Look at her.
Look at her face. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a muscle.
Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor.
I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along.
Stella walks off, struggling to hold Gretchen back. Kanika is quick to follow. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before I can catch up to my companions, I'm interrupted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Whoever he is, I can feel his desperation to make a good first impression. A self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy.
Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Jet Black? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. Yesterday I got a new desk and had to build. And that with my second oldest sister, everything's going okay, little mistakes. Then with the table, but she aligned it with the holes and checked it, and it slipped near my pinky. Oh, no, I hate it. I hate it when your fucking finger gets caught between two pieces that go together, or like it gets shifted and like goes over your toe, or what an interesting thing for Pastor Daniel to say, right?
Hey, do you know anything about ghosts?
Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave, and it seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. Is this about Pearl Ann? Or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her?
No. Oscar's place is haunted.
Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something? I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. Now, if it were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I could understand that. But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits, lingering neither in heaven nor hell, jumping out of closets to scare us. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for whatever it is he saw.
Hey, you should come ghost hunting with us tonight then, and prove it's not a haunting. The blood drains from his face as he gulps nervously.
Headache's forming. To talk to you later. No problem, Pinky. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I promised my daughter we would watch VeggieTales tonight, so I'm afraid I have plans. But let me know if you see anything strange. I'd love to hear your account of this supposed haunting. In fact, here's my card.
He hands me a business card.
Call me if you need me.
Janie mentioned you this morning.
That woman is the light of my life. I'm so glad she's there to help your cousin through this rough patch.
You mentioned Pearl Ann being in a better place. I doubt it's a better place. It sounds like she was awful. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Most people are good deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. People in town seem to think there's something wrong with you. Are they calling me creepy again? I've heard some folks like to tell little jokes like that. Folks in this town sure have an interesting sense of humor. But it's really funny. Anyway, I just thought I'd offer to lend an ear if you ever needed to talk through your feelings about Pearl Ann's passing, or your mother's passing for that matter. Yeah, that sounds lovely. Thank you. Oh, it does? Jet's too nice for his own good. The church doors are open anytime you feel like you need someone to talk to. I've been told I'm an excellent listener, and of course I've been trained in spiritual counseling, so I may be of help if you find yourself in a difficult place emotionally. My brain died halfway through that message. Almost sent Sluttery Bickums. I just saw this message. That's funny. Yeah, if it immediately swollen bruised and you are having trouble moving it, it is most likely broken. Amazing. I would have that looked at by a doctor. I offered the same to Tabitha since she and my wife Janie are friends, but I think she's been a bit too busy to take me up on it. Anyway, I hope to see you around. He waves, smiling wide as he walks up the stairs to join the crowd around Mayor Jimmy. Nothing to do now but catch up with my companions. I find them already talking to someone deeper into the library. This must be the Oscar I've heard so much about. Does he know that he owes me his daughter's life? Are you sure we can't just get it over with while the sun is up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared shitless in the dark 2 nights in a row. I wish we could, especially since I'm not particularly excited about going back in there after dark either. But I'm pretty sure it only comes out when the sun goes down. Yeah, there's no way I'm going in until that spirit is at full power. I want to be sure we get the best evidence possible. This could be my one shot to get a real proof of ghosts. I'm not just gonna waste it just because I'm impatient. Y'all are gonna be the death of me. Oh, Oscar, this is Jet Black, host of the Hard Facts with Jet Black and CEO of JBTV News. Tabitha's cousin. He really pulled through last night. Thank you so much. Last night was almost a disaster. He's got a very similar voice to Jet, get over it. I can't believe that after all of that, you're helping me and Rosa again. I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. This is a pretty serious ghost infestation? Is that what you'd call something like this? Whoops. I believe it's called a haunting, but ghost infestation also sounds good. I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we can call it whatever we want. Who's this guy? Says Color. The thing me and my mom and my twin is confused about, I'm not so much pain, which is weird. So a quick thing, Spider-Man. I've broken my thumb. It is the only thing I've ever broken. I did not know it was broken. It puffed up a little bit. It was bruised. But I chilled for like 3 hours after it happened. But it was like a little hot. Like it felt a little hot. It wasn't like massively in pain or anything, but it was like a little burning, and I was like, man, it's kind of bleeding around the fingernail a little bit. I should probably get this looked at. And so I went to the doctor, and basically the person I was talking to wasn't allowed to tell me that it was broken, but I was like, hey, I've never broken a bone before. Is it broken? And she's like, I'm not technically supposed to tell you, but if it wasn't before, and that's all she said. And I was like, it is now. And she's like, you said it, not me. So yeah. I thought Jay broke my thumb. He did. That's what I'm talking about. Sprained my ankle as a kid, but I didn't get it taken to the doctor, so I don't know. Otherwise, haven't broken a bone. Anyways, I'll be bringing all the ghost hunting supplies anyone could ever need. So we should be... Oh, thank you for the hydrate song.
I'm drinking soda for you, Sung. I can only hope. So we should be set on preparations. The only thing y'all need to bring is an open mind. We have the power of friendship on our side. Heck yeah, we do. If anime has taught me anything, it's that the power of friendship is unstoppable. That's a lovely sentiment. I'm sure Rosalina will at least be glad to know you all did your best to help her. Well, if we're not doing the hunt now, I guess we could head over to Reese's. Oh yeah! Jet Black, we have dinner plans with our pal Reese yesterday. I'm sure his mom will be totally fine with an extra guest. Oh, we made dinner plans. Will she? Absolutely. And maybe we can even get him to come ghost hunting with us. I don't have that much time to kill before the evening's activities, and I'm going to need dinner. A free meal is a free meal. I'm gonna get back to it. See y'all tonight. Time to go. Welcome in, Rex. I've never broken a bone, but my joints like to slide around, which is not ideal. Yeah, that's not ideal. So, I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time before he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. I think he just really wants people to like him, but he comes off as desperate. It's a vicious cycle. Aw, when you put it like that, his whole situation is kind of sad. Even if that's the case, it doesn't mean I have to like him. Whatever his deal is goes a step beyond trying too hard to get people to like him. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. He's not normal. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from it. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way now that I think about it. He must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. Oh, I should send Tabitha a reminder about this. Oh my god, yes! Can you imagine how much fun that would be if she actually shows? Stella, come on. I know you think you have some sort of bond with her, but she's awful. She isn't even nice to you. You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe if she comes along tonight, the two of you will finally get along. No. I'm reminding her. Kanika sighs as I shoot my cousin a text reminding her of the evening's ghost hunt. All right, you invited her. Let's not get into it. If we're lucky, she'll be too busy at the mines to even show. Aw, don't say that, Neeks. If we're lucky, we'll have another opportunity to forge a bond of friendship between the two of you. What about inviting Avery? Oh, huh. Sure, I guess. The more the merrier, right? Maybe there'll be an extra voice of reason. Won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping at our own shadows. Cool. I'll text them on the way over to Reese's. All right, shall we head out? I pulled my ligaments in my hand and my left, I'm a lefty, and did the same a couple years in 2021. I think my foot, now I have a chance of broken, fracture, or bruise my pinky. Yeah, no, I definitely get that looked at, my friend. The three of us leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. I find myself in front of what must be Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips me as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. Wait, Stella, before we go in there, you told Jet Black about Reese's situation, right? What, his art? Oh, the illness thing. No, we've been a little busy for small talk, you know, with all the scary events going on. God, this has been such a long week already. Well, like Stella said, Reese has an illness, and Dr. Kelly is really serious about it, so please don't make her mad or she'll yell at us. The door swings open. Hey. Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages! You must be Jet Black, right? Stella told me you were coming. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they already here? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought another guest. And the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave us some treats. You know I always have some of those easy chew dog jerky stashed away. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not?
Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. Dr. Kelly quietly eyes me while the three of us wait. Fancy seeing you here.
Sure. Now come on in. Let's get this over with. Is it crazy, Chris, that since I left you around the clothes store, I ocean dumped someone and got away with it and lost the 4 cars following me? That is fucking funny. I picked a good security.
I follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where I'm nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, I'd be half convinced I'd wander into a real estate showing.
So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? Not that bad. You can still see the floor.
Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow.
I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool. We'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here.
We make our way towards the basement stairs. This is the basement of a tortured artist. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corner of the room. Hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator.
Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much.
Your mom really looks out for you.
That's one way to look at it, I guess. It's possible she's gotten a bit of an edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she is a little harsh, she means well. Like you said, she's just looking out for me. The fuck is this? Is this bread? Dog, you just got bread? On your floor?
My goodness. No, Jet.
I'm saying she's hot. I'm gonna say she's hot. Jet is going to slip.
She's kind of hot.
Oh my god. I can see that. Stella, no. Stella, no. Bad Stella. What? Jet Black is the one who has the hots for Reese's mom. I'm just being supportive. It's healthy to have a range of interest. Okay, let's just move on and pretend that neither of you said anything. like Jet was just so taken aback, or not taken aback, but just so enchanted that his usual demeanor just breaks for a moment.
So, has Stella told you about everything that's happened in these past couple of days?
Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but, you know.
He gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement.
Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we?
You have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing?
Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really?
Is that why you texted me that they look like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. Look at the little dough boys. They're little dough faces. He pulled out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. What do you think's going on with Wayne? Who? You know, that guy who's been following Jet Black around all ominous. Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all of our sakes. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everyone is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope so. The point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. What are you sick with? Jesus, Jet Black, coming right in with that one, huh? We don't have to talk about your illness, Reese. It's okay. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time. No one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable, but one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese, I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys. But you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. But what's your diagnosis? I'm afraid the answer isn't very illuminating, because it's not any one particular thing. It's just a whole mess of nasty little things that add up to one big diagnosis of bad genes. Guess I pulled the losing card in the DNA lottery. But hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it is just weird, like this. Reese pulls on the skin of his arm. It stretches unnaturally. Hyperelasticity. Kinda cool, right? Whoa! Does that not hurt? Nope. Feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. Your art. It's exquisite. Thank you, Jet Black. I don't really make my art for other people, so it's always a nice surprise when it resonates with someone, especially considering how personal these pieces are to me. Having other people look at them sometimes feel like I'm having them look over a raw wound. You know, I've still got that painting I stole from you back in high school. I even took it to college with me. You make good stuff, dude. Oh no, you should get rid of that old thing. It's ancient. Knowing there are people out there who might see something I made in high school is horrifying. No way, it's rad and people compliment it all the time. You could gain a real following if you ever posted these online, you know. Reese is great.
super vague symptoms. I think I'm okay sticking to sparsely populated late night live streams. Hey, that's me. That's all the social media I can handle. I'm joking. I'm joking. I want to say I'm joking. I don't know how you do it, Stella, having to exist in front of all those people all the time. Knowing some version of you lives in their heads, knowing they expect something out of you that you might not be able to give them. All right, Reese, we're getting a little too on the nose. Better be joking. I am. Okay, but if the only time you ever put your art on display is a live stream during ghoul hours, when am I going to be able to see what you've been working on? Tell you what, when I die, I'll leave you my paintings. Then you can see them all. And maybe they'll be worth millions since I'll be dead. Be able to rest easy knowing someone had retroactively given my life value. That's quite a movie collection you've got. Got any Rex? Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shino-Chi, Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent examples of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Damn, I would usually be down for that, but we gotta head over to Oscar's after this. We promised we'd ghost bust his place. He's apparently been dealing with a bad haunting. And I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support right now. I'll take a rain check on that movie, though. Yeah, we'll definitely come by for a movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night. Same goes for Jet Black. I should probably work tomorrow, but I can close up early. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K-12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends of their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks, and were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you. The way she used to look at me, you'd think I'd rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here. Though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. You want to come ghost hunting with us tonight? Oh, wow. Do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. That would be so amazing. But I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens.
Dinner's gotta be ready by now, right? Almost on cue, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen.
Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc.
Yes, ma'am. I make my way towards the sink, but I'm stopped in my tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like I've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, I feel something radiating out from behind it. Something dark and cold. Something that reminds me of the dusty tunnels I narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond my hearing fills the air, and I feel strange.
Don't worry, Chet, that's just the entrance to cock.
I am compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized.
Open the door, 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 open the door. I think I might open the door.
Before I know it, the doorknob is turning in my hand. My heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side.
What do you think you're doing? Well?
I need to see what's behind this door.
No, you don't. You need to wash your hands, eat dinner, and then get out of my house.
I won't let her interrupt me. I need to know what's behind the door.
Oh, no you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. Kiki doesn't want me in her cock. God damn it.
She grabs me by the shoulder, yanking me away. I do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing myself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Whoops. Sorry. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense, his shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of us with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite of me at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Given her protectiveness towards Reese, I find it odd that he's seated between the two of us, rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded, not only towards Stella, Kanika, and I, but towards her son as well.
It is sometimes so hard to rephrase these on the fly to be first-person narrative. Pills.
She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them.
This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I worked too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on homemade cooked pasta sauces, you know I... No, thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. How the hell are you meant to get the date thing with her? You'll see. Try the hard, soft method. Maybe you can win her over. About Reese.
Reese is a very talented artist. You must be very proud of him.
He has a lot of skill, honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc.
What exactly does he have?
He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into. A lot of technical terms that I'd have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else.
Dr. Kelly's eyes briefly, nervously glance towards her son, before flitting back to a position of annoyance. I can't help but feel like what I saw went beyond compassionate worry to be genuine fear.
I don't think I want to say any of these.
Actually, I might say that. It must break your heart having to isolate your son from the world like this.
It's just another unfortunate side effect of his illness. Both of us have just had to come to terms with it. Not the life I wanted for him, but it's the life he has to lead. Maybe he doesn't have to. Ow! Jeez, Kanika, your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. We were totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. Isn't that right, Stella? You can kick me all you like. It won't change my bold attitude and outgoing personality. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I don't think having people over is all that rough on me. We'll see how you feel in an hour. Small talk. Why is this a lie? I'm gonna say it still, even if it's a lie. I buy her a car, found her business, buy her a ring, and propose to her on a boat, and then get rejected as she gets whisked away on another boat by a conflict resolution specialist. No, he did not propose to her on the boat. Let's be clear. That was a gift. That was not a proposal.
The food's really good.
Then please send a letter thanking the mass manufacturer of the spaghetti sauce and pasta. I just heated them up. I don't like wasted air at the dinner table, so keep your vaguely polite niceties to yourself while the rest of us finish our plates. God damn!
Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody's making eye contact with anyone else.
Damn, I didn't think she'd just do that.
What were Stella and Kanika like as kids?
Noisy and messy, like all kids.
There's suddenly a wistful look in her eye, like she's glimpsing back to some brighter time in her life. Kanika softens too, her shoulders lowering from their defensive place by her ears.
And they always had those little projects, videos or crafts or animal rescues, whatever it was that had captured their imaginations that week.
That glimmer of joy at the corner of her eye fades, her glower returns in its place.
So, like I said, noisy and messy. Damn, okay, bitch, the Boston Thugs, fuck you. My bad for misunderstanding. Jet's intentions weren't exactly clear when he was blubbering like a stingray stuck in his throat and then panicking because his tape was being stolen. Use you. Didn't we bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh god, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Didn't you think the doc could Frankenstein it back to life or something? I was like 12. I was very susceptible to what I saw in media, and very sad about that squirrel. That's one of those things that keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit.
How well do you know Tabitha?
Not very. I'd know her a lot better if your family didn't seem to be so afraid of doctors. I can count on one hand the number of times she's been in my office. No wonder everyone but that old Edward Dean died so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking you to doctor's visits. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something genetic at play, and it's much better to catch those things early. The danger.
Have you seen any weird hairless creatures scurrying around the woods at night?
I don't tend to go wandering in the woods after dark, so no. You don't have to go all the way to the woods. They've been coming to our windows at night. They've been... What? There are these things called ditchlings, and they've been preying on the local wildlife. Jet Black and I... Oh, I see. They're some of your little cryptozoological creatures. I know it sounds pretty out there, but I've seen these things in person. We're not messing around. They're out there laying eggs and animals and doing God knows what else. And here I thought you finally managed to get an even head on your shoulders, Kanika. Seems like Stella might be a bad influence on you. I know her little stories can be convincing, but that's only because she's managed to so thoroughly convince herself. She's not making up stories. Neither is Kanika, and neither am I. All you have to do is look outside after dark. There have been more every night. They're all pale and doughy. Their faces, they're like sculptures of humans that didn't set right. I see. You stayed up too late painting your grisly faces, so you've started to see them everywhere. I'm sure whatever's outside is just raccoons or... Stop! Stop doubting everything I say! Stop trying to rewrite things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going down in Scarlet Hollow, whether you want to face it or not.
The more we talk, the less I feel like I'm having a conversation, and the more I feel like I'm treading on eggshells. Have there been any strange illnesses spreading around town?
What? No. Are you sure you haven't met with any miners who had unusual symptoms? Anyone who seemed sort of grippy or strangely ominous when they talked? Sorry to pry, just doing my due diligence. Absolutely not. I've barely seen so much as a runny nose, which is a good thing. If you're so concerned about the mine, why don't you just have Jet Black ask Tabitha? I have no interest in violating HIPAA for your weird little investigation into nothing.
Has anyone come in suffering from hallucinations?
I'm not at liberty to discuss private medical information. Are you sure? Not even a little bit? It could help our investigation into the strange going-ons, and it's not like you have to name names. Investigation? Into what? The mine collapse? Your little ghouls? I think this is best left to professionals, Stella. Not someone who runs around the woods with a camcorder. Judging by the police's response so far, Dr. Kelly, I don't think it is. We saw some stuff down in the mines last night that I struggle to explain. Maybe if we knew if there were any miners suffering from hallucinations, we could just rule it out as a gas leak, but you were in an abandoned mine. The chances that you were huffing something dangerous and hallucinatory are through the roof. Leave it at that and treat it as the accident it was, not like some kind of mystery to unwrap. All right.
I remained silent, quietly picking at store-bought spaghetti and dinner rolls.
Oh, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week, while Jet Black is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends.
Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms.
Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix.
Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open.
Reese?
Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves.
Damn it! I knew it! I knew this would be too much. Everyone, get out of my house. Please. Just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs his friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I am his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that. He knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave. Please.
Sorry, we'll get out of your way.
Good. Kiki's annoying as fuck. We should feed her to the ditch, dude. This mom is overprotective. Mom, man, we're trying to eat pasta and not have our genes analyzed. True. Thank you for petting the Casper cat.
The three of us are rushed to the door.
We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon.
Dr. Kelly shut the door in our faces. The click of a lock signals the end of our dinner at Reese's. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like I was forced to try and break into the clinic.
Forced how?
It was like something was making me go there.
I wonder, was it like that carving in the pit last night? Before you had that seizure, it was kind of like you were hypnotized. I wasn't there, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step up from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot happened last night, but the whole thing was very trance-like.
I guess it was kind of similar.
What if there's another carving in there? It'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it'd give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Jet Black got.
Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? She never turned her back towards him.
Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on, and she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through.
I mean, marry her, now.
We should totally break in with a buzzkill. Kanika is a little bit of a buzzkill, but honestly, she's just sensible.
Yeah, but if she was being overprotective, she'd have sat between us and him. She had her back to the window.
That's interesting. If anyone should be afraid of anyone in that house, Reese should be afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick. But it's not like there's much we could do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action.
Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. Kanika and I follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at me with menace. Maybe Kanika is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. I can't help but feel like I'm about to walk into a slasher movie. I run through a mental list of everyone who's joining me, trying to figure out if I'd make it to the end. Who am I kidding? Order doesn't matter. Stella or Kanika is probably the final girl. Before I enter, a pair of figures in the nearby bush catch my eye. I can't help but feel that with every passing day, the ditchlings grow bolder. Just as its exterior was intimidating, in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor has ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy within this place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar! Are you back yet? Shh! You can't yell in a library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay? Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. Just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff when things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. After last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you could make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two. I hope you aren't taking this as seriously as everybody else. I need someone else to be rational with. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. Y'all really covered all your bases. Oh no. Hey, I'm as rational as they come. Just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday. That mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were there? I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. I've got a bad feeling about this. There were ditchlings in the bushes outside. Who knows how many more are lurking around here. You love Venom? Venom is sick. Are those the monsters you saw in the woods? Just once I'd like to actually see some of this stuff myself. Trust me, you don't. If Sybil's right, we're only going to see more of them as time goes on. We can't let them get in the way of things. There could always be a rational, non-supernatural explanation to what I saw last night. Like aliens. Oh yeah, I could see that. Nope, no way, we're not going down that route. It was just a mine collapse. Sure, we all got a little riled up in there, but the knocking is just what happens before a mine collapse. Nothing supernatural or extraterrestrial about that. What if it was a buried spaceship, rising from the ground and disturbing the mine, causing the collapse? Gotta keep an open mind, that's all I'm saying. Oh, that's a good one. I'm writing that down on my notes. Can't rule anything out. You're all messing with me, aren't you? Never. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way was I gonna forget your promise, Stella. Believe in the supernatural, guys. Live a little. True. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. Hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. This is everyone. We can go ahead and... That's everyone. Wait, what about Tabby? What about her? She's not here. Let's get started. I guess she can catch up once she gets here. Well, if y'all are itching to get started, it's through the back. Follow me. Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! You didn't think you'd be doing this without me, did you? Rosalina, I thought you were at Alexa's place. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. She's really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? Yo! You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that needs protecting. I can handle seeing a ghost or whatever it is that's keeping us out of our house. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew it was there. I mean, Zane's coming. Not like tonight's an adults-only event. He's got a good point, Mr. G. Yeah, I don't want to be coddled just because you're scared. Alexis and I can handle this. Yeah, we can totally handle this. Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets to be too much and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. We all cross over the threshold and enters Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. Aside from the painting on the floor, this living room feels too normal, too human to be haunted. Zane gets to show up because he's chill like that, true. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. It's just down the hall. Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. Hold it. You're not taking my cousin along on any more of your little hijinks without me. Hey, this is the maximum amount of people that can go on the ghost hunt. We fucking got it. Tabby! I can't believe you had the audacity to give me the slip earlier today, Jet Black. After I explicitly asked you not to. At least you did me the courtesy of letting me know exactly where you'd be tonight, so I didn't have to waste my time looking for you. Great. She made it. Stella really is a gem. We're out here knee-deep in Dr. Kiki's bullshit. Dr. Kiki is crazy. Wow, Jet Black, you really brought the whole gang together today. I have every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know. Yeah, I know. We all know. Jet Black, what made you think inviting her was a good idea? She's my cousin. Yeah, we're trying to bond. Deal with it. You don't see me inviting Miles to stuff all the time. Just because you're family doesn't mean y'all need to be friends. Aw, a lot has changed since high school. Maybe you two could be friends if you tried. Tabitha and Kanika eye each other suspiciously. The mutual disgust in their eyes tells me that Stella is not correct. But maybe for now you can ghost hunt on opposite sides of the room. Sounds like we're in for an interesting night. I'm glad I didn't stay the same town with the people I went to high school with. No wonder small towns have so much drama. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Wait, is it just me or did it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. Dang, I got chills. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop at the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Oh, I've got to say the Fred thing, don't I? All right, gang. I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues.
Oh, if that's the case, then I call dibs on Jet Black. In your dreams, Stella, Jet Black is sticking with me. We'll search the least dangerous room, like a bathroom or a closet. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that would ghost. Ghost and no, splitting up is always a recipe for disaster. Yeah, you're probably right. If we discover a ghost here, we should all discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Yo, once we find the ghost, how are we gonna get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars for ectoplasm. And if worst comes to worst, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? You sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? Ouija boards are toys. The only power they have is scaring kids at slumber parties. That sounds like fun to me. We might as well try it, right? What's the worst that could happen? We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence. Sounds like a win-win.
I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse.
Can I just say, it's times like this that I have a little bit of pride in my voice acting ability. I am doing 9 characters. Now, albeit some of them sound similar, but I think the intonations are pretty good. Just toot my horn a little bit. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost must really freaked you out.
Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. That feeling again, like the mines, like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, I'm not sure.
Whoa.
This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain.
Yeesh, that's got to be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I don't see how that's relevant. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either.
Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back.
Thank you, guys. Least dangerous room, the bathroom. Bro, if I'm a ghost and someone walks at me while I'm shitting, the whole house is going up in phantom flames. Tabitha is less of a buzzkill. Yeah, Tabitha's better. She was a doctor in GTA at some point, you're right. Just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. I love the many boys boy band. That is so funny. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Oh, good idea. I've never heard of a bleach-activated ghost before. You don't use bleach to clean the carpet, Tabitha. Whatever. How was I supposed to know that? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things.
If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? Nope. I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property.
Don't worry. I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Did it not occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe under the floor? I hate to agree with Tabitha on anything, but some kind of structural damage does seem likely. Tearing up the carpet doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Plus, there might be something written under there, in blood. Only one way to be sure.
Della excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Oh dear.
You're doing the government a favor, really.
We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained in reddish brown. There's a broken seal around its edges. Whoever carpeted over this hatch didn't want anyone going down there.
What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here.
There's a broken seal around its edges. Someone didn't want us down there.
Yeah, but how long ago was it sealed up? Whoever did this has got to be long gone, right? By the way, Stella cleavage, just for the fan service out there.
There's no basement in this house. At least, we weren't told about a basement.
And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted. All right, you've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Fuck the government's carpet.
Still no readings, though. None of the equipment has made a sound.
Of course not. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet. And it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's as simple as that.
It's not mud. It's blood. Human blood. I tested it.
Well, you tested it wrong, they said together. I bet Dr. Kiki's cleavage is fucking crusty. Jesus Christ. It can't be blood, right? Kanika's right. You've got a muddy floor. That's why it's so cold in here, too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations. We solved your ghost problem. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We are not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella. This is my room, and I need to know what's down there. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevasse. I'm going for it. Accurate. We have red-ass dirt. Thank you, North Carolinian resident.
I come to in Oscar's living room. I can't tell what time it is, and my friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder. There's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes me feel claustrophobic, as though I'm in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left.
How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? Heating up a baked potato, poggers.
Is fainting some kind of weird family thing? Is there a genetic condition I need to be worried about?
Not that I'm aware of. Nothing like this has happened before you got to town. Who knows what sort of nastiness was festering in that basement?
My cousin marches to the front door and opens it.
Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I must just be misremembering things. Let's go.
No, you're right. There shouldn't be a door there.
Clearly, whatever was in that basement is messing with our heads. We just left Oscar's house. The library has to be on the other side of that door.
The two of us cross the hallway and open the door. Something isn't right. I can't tell what. It's really difficult to tell, but there's something wrong with this. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze.
This...
You see that creature behind the thorns? That's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods.
This one over here. Oh shit, chat's in the way. There's a ditchling right over here. Ew.
Tabitha, please tell me I'm not the only one seeing that scratchy shadow in the distance.
You're not. What the hell is that thing? Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having the same stroke at the same time?
It's probably fine.
Pinch Tabitha.
I reach forward and pinch my cousin.
Ow. Hey! What was that for?
I suddenly remember that I'm supposed to pinch myself to see if I'm breathing. Tabitha glares at me.
There's got to be an exit somewhere. We just have to look... Wait, do you hear music?
Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Stella? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Huh? Yeah. Huh? I echo Tabitha's sentiment. Stella, it's us. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edward Dean now. I'm not a child anymore. Edward Dean? Eddie? You've got to be kidding me. Wasn't that our great-grandmother's name? Yes, and Stella knows that. Quit messing with us, Stella. It's not funny. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone. You absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. I'm gonna try and play along because I think Jet would. Oh my, I wouldn't want to cross Father. I shall be away at once. Okay, what is this? Some kind of weird scene? Wow, great job, you got me. You can stop now. A flash of pain in Stella's eyes tells me that she's keenly aware of everything that's happening right now. She is in agony. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Shut up. Shut up. She can't. She's clearly possessed. By what? The ghost that's haunting Oscar's house, obviously. Are you suggesting that Oscar's house is actually haunted? I thought this whole thing was a joke. Are you suggesting it's not? Look at this place. Fair. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. I'll get you out of here, Stella. I promise. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. Come on, we must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. We should hold hands for safety. Not because either of us is scared. Actually, that might be a good idea, but only because I don't want you getting separated from me. She takes my hand. Hers trembles slightly in mine. Let's go back, all right? Welcome back, Red. The two of us turn back the way we came. Where did the annex go? Let's try the door. There can't be anything behind it. Just standing there. I ignore her, walking forward and reaching for the doorknob. Bells ring and the cacophony rages outside. The door in front of me pulsates as figures unseen bank against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. He's over there, chat. He's looking at y'all. He's judging you right now. Are you kidding me? This is messed up. We need help. God, please let this call go through. Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect. Hey, it's... What? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the caller ID? Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear what I'm... My cousin is cut off by the dial tone of a disconnected call. Great. She couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own. Junior, pack your things. Quickly, hurry. Jesus, Rosalina, you scared the shit out of me. Maybe we should run him out on a rail, too. Make an example of the whole family. Charlie, and now Junior. You have to watch the VOD to understand what happened? Yeah, fair.
Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe they're the same person. Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? By the way, look out here at this scene. Here, I'll move chat again. Look what's going on. What's this? What's happening there? Crazy, right? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Oh. The collapse. Junior leaving. Charlie returning. It's starting to come together. Great. Mystery solved. You can let us go now, Ghost. Do you know anything about this? All I know is that Charles Shaw's family left town. Okay, they were run out of town. I don't know anything else, and that's the honest truth. Quit grilling me. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Best hurry up, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. As for you, lady, what makes you think you're going to be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Maybe the ghost is trying to tell us something about the collapse. Maybe Charles Shaw wasn't the only one responsible. Our family owns the mine after all. No way we're free from guilt, right? Stuff that happened a century ago is irrelevant. You and I had nothing to do with it. I think the ghost might feel differently. Well, then the ghost needs to let it go and move on to wherever it is ghosts go when they're done being so pissed off. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. What makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too, instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. I wonder where we're going next. Enjoy your big sister time, Casper. I'm choosing not to think about it. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you.
Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving Tabitha and I in an empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void.
We're in hell. We both died, and we're in hell.
Who did you call on the phone earlier?
Friend of the family. Not that it matters, though. Call didn't go through, so we're on our own.
There's so many ditchlings here.
Yeah, there are. Those things are horrible. No wonder you were such a mess when you came back on Monday.
Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we know?
We know that we can't leave. We know that we're not possessed, at least as far as we can tell. And whatever we saw in this room, at least, happened right after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. I think the only option on the table for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, or maybe we'll figure out a way to escape.
You're right. There's only one way to get to the end of this, shall we?
Yeah, let's get this over with.
Tabitha and I walk up to where the pounding door used to stand and step into the void. We're outside, and it's night. A false moon looming massive in the painted sky. The night feels thick and warm, the insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like we're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond.
What magic words do we have to get you to say to get you to let us go? We're sorry, okay? Whatever our family did to piss you off so much, we're sorry. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Everdeen, haven't you?
These scenes are all scattered. Seems like the last one was some kind of childhood memory, and this one must be after he met back up with Edwardine. Wait, what am I doing? I refuse to get invested in figuring out this weird little puzzle. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts. Just think of how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it?
It looks like there's more to this haunting than just the collapse.
I don't think I want to know so much about some fling my great-grandmother had. This is definitely too much information. And it really has nothing to do with me. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. But it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his holdover would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you?
What do you know about Enoch, Tabitha?
Our great-great-grandfather. He was in charge of the mines when they collapsed. I don't know much besides that, so don't bother asking.
Is the ghost mad because Edwardine and Charlie's romance didn't work out?
Pretty pathetic if that's the case. Not like I'm in a happy relationship, but at least I'm not making it someone else's problem. The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler.
Kanika mimics handing me something, though her hand is empty.
Everything you need to know is on that map.
I don't trust whoever this lady is. She's got some kind of ulterior motives.
Agreed. Clearly, this dude should never have taken whatever she just handed him. Anybody who did is a sucker. That's where you find them. You need her there, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness.
And then she's gone. Tabitha sighs.
Okay, let's find the way out. Unless you have any ideas. I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end. Or until we die. Whichever.
Before the two of us can leave, a smell hits me. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay.
There you are.
God damn it. No, no. Do not turn on sexy music for Wade's appearance. That made it unreal. Like that changed the mood completely.
I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. It doesn't seem to have the same issues with these miserable little parasites.
Wayne smushed its head.
Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they?
Wow, chicka wow wow. Are you Sam Wayne, or are you something else?
Stop. Stop asking it questions. Just stop interacting with the things at all, okay? Oh, cold Tabitha. After everything we've been through, to have you treat me like a stranger. Shut up. What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, Jet Black. I don't think that girl is any good for you. Stella, was that her name? Seems she's skilled at finding trouble. Maybe I should pay her a visit soon, if she makes it out of here alive.
Tabitha bolts for the underbrush, desperately pulling me along.
Stella.
It? You either know something about Wayne that I don't, or you have a pretty interesting coping mechanism. That thing isn't Sam Wayne. Couldn't you smell it? Can we please go and just drop it? I don't want to spend another second thinking about what we just saw. Chet's getting his tenties ready. No, he's not.
The two of us step out from the brush and into a long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. A figure rises to attention, blocking my way.
I'm afraid he doesn't have long left. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now.
As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to me, and I find myself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now.
So Oscar is Charles Sr.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Charles Shaw Sr. You should probably know about him by now. Everyone in Scarlet Hollow knows about him.
But they don't know about his son.
No, they don't. This is honestly the first time hearing about the guy.
Damn it, Junior. How many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening. But that damn snake Enoch went behind my back.
Oh, what bullshit. Correct, Color. If you don't bring all the people, you don't see every part of this.
Strike a nerve.
It was Charles Shaw's fault. That's just a fact.
You know what they say about history. It's written by the victors. And Charles Sr. was clearly not a victor.
As if the Scarlets were any kind of victors themselves. The collapse hurt their reputation too, you know. It took years for the mine to recover.
You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still, they destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer.
So wait, this is after the scene with Rosalina and before the scene with Stella. That sounds about right. Then the scene with Kanika. Wonder how much more of these there are going to be.
Damn it, boy, I may not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back, and at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for.
Stand in silence.
I watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him.
This ghost is so full of it.
My cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving me to follow. Find myself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over both all of it and all of me.
Climbing up the trellis again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. You've gotten sloppy. You should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave.
Are the bars metaphorical or are they real?
You keep asking me things like I know any better than you do. We've both been seeing the same rooms.
You do know. You wouldn't be so nervous if you didn't.
I'm nervous because we're trapped in a ghost realm and forced to watch a bunch of skits where real human beings are used as puppets. Get off my back. all we know, none of this even happened. And even if any of it did happen, who's to say this is even close to an accurate interpretation? We're watching the memories of a dead man. No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner. Another victim of the Scarlets like you. Like you, Charles Shaw.
Be straight with me, Tabitha. What do you know?
Okay, fine, sure. Maybe it's possible the old Scarlets let Charles Shaw take the rap when they could have stepped up and taken more responsibility. Why do you think I'd know the details? That's the sort of secret people tend to take to their graves. And we're an important family around here. I'm sure a lot of people feel like they've been victims of us because we're easy to blame. A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? Now it runs in hers. Yes, it seems your little trysts bore fruit. And oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out?
Tabitha's eyes grow wide. You do know who this is. Quit dodging the question.
Shh. Let it talk. I think this might be important. You know you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the door just fine.
The world around us swirls, and Tabitha and I find ourselves pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before me. This is definitely supposed to be the estate, but I can't tell how much of this is real and how much is metaphor.
Stop talking. We might miss something. That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now.
I maintain my silence.
You can't take her with you. Not possible. You can always stay and die, but if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there?
I'm guessing he doesn't do that.
Yeah. In which case, this Charlie guy has nobody to blame but himself. Hear that, ghost? You had every warning. You could have just left. Ah, you've been talking to the witch, then? How very interesting. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. Stella! Oops.
I promise we'll figure out how to free you soon, Stella. There can't be much more to these memories.
I hope we do. How does it know that? This is too much. I just want to go home. Do you feel sick? I feel sick.
Tell me everything. Why were you riveted by that conversation?
Charlie isn't related to us, if that's what you're asking. I know that much. I think. But I guess there was some family secrets I was never let in on. I was just surprised. Come on, the quicker we get through this, the quicker we'll be out of this ghost place. Hopefully.
Tabitha and I walk after Stella and into the darkness. My cousin and I find ourselves crouched under a large table. Stella stares through me as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table.
I don't know why, but this feels so much worse than the last room. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them.
We've got to be near the end, right? That music is the same song that started playing when Stella first showed up.
Yeah, I think you're right. What a creepy scene to end things on. I can't believe that ghost is making Stella humiliate herself like this by doing a baby voice. It's embarrassing. I'll try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. I'm just an innocent little streamer. And you can even do the voices.
You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Oh, so that's why everyone's been moving so weirdly while they've been possessed, right? He's got a thing with puppets. God damn it. Stop it. Sure does. A traveling show? And you'd want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful places in the world. Again with the beach. The beaches are nice. I get it. If I ever got a vacation, that's where I'd go. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. I can see the tiniest shimmer of tears in Tabitha's eyes. She blinks and they're gone. There. Are you done now, Charlie? Can we leave? Everything crashes to a thunderous black, jet black, before Tabitha or I can get in another word. Can't unhear the innocent Will Streamer. Chat, clap for Charlie. He put on a show for you. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. I feel drawn to it. The trapdoor? Are we back in Rosalina's room? We must be. One of us is going to open it. Why are you asking that? Are you scared? Of course not. It creaks open all on its own. Oh god, that is so much worse than opening it ourselves. Tabitha and I are shoved from behind and tumble through the hatch. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy to get... Eddie? Oh god. Oop. Oh god. I'm actually gonna be sick this time. My cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up. There's nothing here. The place is completely empty. Did you see the tear running down her cheek at the end? She was conflicted. I didn't, but that's a good point. The whole thing isn't very fair, you know? We only saw one side of the story. Isn't only one side of the story what the Scarlets have been giving since 1918? Shut up. Oh, what now? Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Are you talking to us? Don't answer it. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. Please. I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask for some of your years to pay for the years that were taken from me. What are you saying? My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. No, it is absolutely not fair. You've got to be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit. And what happens if we refuse? Then I will stay. I'll stay until I get what I'm owed.
The sentence has been handed down. Make your choice. I hope I didn't come too late. Mom? All of you had better get out of here before the spirit regains its composure. This is certainly a strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others. They're safe. I got your call, Tabitha, but it was definitely not easy getting down here. Get us out of this pit, Sybil. Tabitha, I don't think it's wise to leave something like this where anyone could stumble across it. Why is that my problem? It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer. You must be joking. You're the eldest cousin. You're the one who's actually lived in this town. It's only right. Absolutely not. We should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy. I'm not leaving before I put this thing to rest. I take a step toward the spotlight. As I move forward, I feel Tabitha's hand on my shoulder. Jet Black, what are you doing? Ooh. Okay, here's I'm gonna drop a little savykins. I'm gonna drop a little savykins. So I'm gonna say the one that I think is most like Jet, but we can't just leave this unresolved. Sybil is right here. Please don't do this. I wordlessly step into the spotlight. So I had to purposefully be a little bit meaner to Tabitha than I typically would, because if you have too good of a relationship with Tabitha, she won't let you do that. She will step into it instead. But to romance Dr. Kelly, you have to be older. And I have just given the ghost some of my years. And self-sacrifice is just a very Jet thing. It's what he does. He sacrifices everything for other people. For the first time in what feels like hours, the earth around me feels solid, real, but also soft. I feel it pressing in on all sides, cold and growing tighter by the second as the soil settles. So Jet did it for the pussy. Okay, Jet, I mean, he doesn't know that, but I do. My arms tear at the earth until they break through into the air. As I gasp for breath, I take a look into the pit behind me. Charlie's mummified remains stare up at me, sad and broken at the bottom of the pit. I'm only able to maintain my gaze for a moment before exhaustion overwhelms me. With the last of my strength, I hoist myself from the pit and collapse on the floor. I feel like death. No, no, no! Jet Black, what happened to you? You look awful. It's done, Tabitha. If you have any regrets, keep them to yourself. I try and think of words to say, but I'm still delirious from what happened, and I struggle to form coherent thoughts. Come along, Jet Black. Let's get you home. I quietly walk towards the stairs. Tabitha rushes to my side to give me a shoulder to lean on as we walk. So I guess I have a good enough relationship to where, like, she's super supportive, but just not to where she would take the blow for me. We're outside. It's real this time. The cool breeze chills me deeper than it should, and I realize just how drained I feel. My legs are heavier, harder to lift as I make my way down the steps of the library. My lungs wheezing as if I've run a marathon.
I can almost feel how pale my face has become, my lips dry and thin, my hands almost trembling with the effort of raising them to my face as I trace the new lines and furrows that have formed there. I'm gonna go wait by the car. Let me know when you're ready to go home. My cousin walks off before I get the chance to respond. I'm gonna peace out too. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. I fucking love Zane, dude. Zane walks off down the road. I'm so sorry. I wasn't there. I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you earlier in the night. I had no idea what y'all were planning to do. How are we supposed to know it would be like that? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so... Kanika stops mid-sentence as she realizes what's happened to me. Oh my God, Jet Black. You poor thing. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days at least. Jet Black, did you... All that matters is that Rosalina can go back to sleeping in her own home. I'm so sorry you had to lose so much to make that happen. If I'd known what would be taken from you. So it's true then. That ghost really took away years of your life. I'm afraid so. Everything in this world has a price. And those years were unfortunately what it took to put that spirit to rest. I can't believe Tabitha let you do that. It's outrageous. If anyone should have paid a price to put that ghost to rest, it should have been her. You don't even live here. You're barely even a Scarlet. It's just, it's so unfair. It's either going to be what's done is done, or this was my choice to make. Oop. I think what's done is done, because he says I'm just happy I could help. What's done is done. I'm just happy I could help. See, this is why Tabitha should have done it. Your life has changed forever, and you're just okay with it. I agree. It is unfair, but I did my best to sway her. What's done is done. There's no use dwelling on things. Kanika takes a deep breath and sighs. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through in the last day, how could I have let this happen? Oh wow, that's a lot of options. You actually tried pretty hard to warn us about things, Oscar. None of us took you seriously enough. Well, I should have done a better job warning you. I should have known how bad it could have gotten in there. I shouldn't have let Rosalina come with us. Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, we were just gonna sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was going to make us go in there no matter what. You didn't put a ghost in our house. This is not on you. I know you've both had a difficult time of this, but the storm has passed. Things will start getting better from here. Did you age Jet's voice? Very slightly. I'm like, the thing is, Jet is 40, and I think now, like this, now that I'm old, I think I am supposed to be like mid-40s or something. So yes, I am trying to make him just like more so weak than old. Is Stella okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's standing off by herself. It'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. I'm going to go check in with her. I walk over to Stella. Oh,
Hey, Jet Black. I'm so sorry I couldn't get you out of there sooner. I'm so sorry, Jet Black. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. Should we go after her? She didn't seem okay. Ella, I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it would just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. And you don't need to be rushing anywhere. And neither should you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. There was another carving in there. They keep giving me visions. I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights? And if you and Stella are right, there's another one in the clinic. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? This is news to me, too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. Jet Black, if you have the time, I'd love to discuss these visions over tea, after you've had the chance to get some rest. I ran into Wayne in one of those rooms, and he vaguely threatened Stella if I kept poking around. Wait, are you serious? That creep threatened her? Should we be worried about her? He also crushed a ditchling with his bare hands. It was pretty scary. That's just another reason we should keep our distance. Stella's smart. Hopefully she'll be okay. There was someone else in there. There was someone else in there? But that's my house. Rosalina and I live there. Did he say anything else to you? We don't need to trouble Jet Black for any details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Though none of them gave any of their years away, I can see how exhausted they are, how unsettled. Yeah. It was awful. Kind of fun, too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything. At least up until Sybil showed up and snapped us out of it. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. The words just came out. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I was just cold. What was it like, being puppeted? They all glance away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? Can't believe I let that happen to them. Dad, this might be the overwhelming pain and exhaustion talking, but shut up. I love you. You didn't do anything wrong, okay? I had no idea what I was going to say until the words were already spilling out. It was like I had no control over myself. I remember each and everything I said. It's like it was burned into my memory. You poor souls. I can't begin to imagine what you've all been through. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out, and there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger, and let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will. Thank you. All of you. Again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika, dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on my arm, holding me back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, and about what's happened to you, but let's not get into it here.
I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Jet Black. Sybil leaves me and catches up to her daughter. I can't help but overhear snippets of their conversation as they leave. My whole body hurts. Mom, what was that? I want a better answer than a ghost. It was a spirit, dear. I've never been a fan of the word ghost. You'll be all right. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would be better, but I gotta admit the tea has been nice. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home. I guess it's just the two of us now. So you have no idea who you were? I could roughly place most of the others. None whatsoever, but I remember everything I said. I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. What do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed in the blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. So you don't regret coming along tonight? I can't believe you're the one being apologetic right now. These bruises are temporary, you know? Look, that was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days. But it was also kind of amazing for that. I don't know if that makes sense, but how many other people can say they were possessed by a ghost? I guess you finally got some shared trauma with everyone now. Avery chuckles, then grabs at their ribs, wincing. Yeah, I guess I do, huh? I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling. Knowing we all went through it together, it makes it easier. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning when the soreness really starts to set in. Which reminds me, I'd better get back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. And, I hope you feel better soon. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Time to wrap things up here. As soon as we get into the car, the exhaustion of the night's events overwhelms me. The ache in my bones becomes a dull throb as my body sinks into the seat, and my eyelids pull shut as if weighted by lead sheets. We're back. Do you need me to carry you inside? I'm fine. I can get up. Good to know you're not entirely broken. Now come on, let's get you to bed. We're back inside. The chill of the night breeze is a little better here, but my legs are numb with exhaustion. I have to imagine you want to get to bed. Before I pass out from exhaustion, your workers are planning a strike. I figured you should know. There, what? Who told you? I want names. My sources are confidential. If you want good info, they'll stay that way. Fine, fine. Ugh, I knew that's what they were ramping up to. But they're bluffing. They value their paychecks too much to take on that kind of risk. I'm sure this will all blow over soon. If it doesn't, well, I guess this bad week will just keep getting worse. But you've got to get to bed. You look like death. I find myself unable to object. Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days, that's all. And then the bus comes. You know, I don't have to leave the holler. I could get used to this place. You're delirious. Anyway, night. See you tomorrow. Time to go to bed. I don't even notice myself entering the guest room and falling into the bed. Suddenly, I'm just there, buried under my family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since I first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take me home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest at the expense of unknown years of my life. The specter of the night's events will linger over me for every day I have left, a grim reminder of the price I willingly paid for the crimes of a family I never met. Maybe it'll be easier in the morning. Maybe my joints will ache just a little less than they do now. Maybe I can still right the capsized ship of my now broken life. Or maybe things will only get worse from here.
All righty, everybody. Hey, that was episode 3. Ah, goodness golly gracious. Oh, that's a little loud. Calm down. Webcam only. I hope you all are enjoying it. I know it's a little bit more of a slow-paced, kind of podcasty stream, but I'm really enjoying playing Jet again in Scarlet Hollow. I think it's a fun thing to do, and I hope y'all enjoyed the story. The story is legitimately really cool. Next chapter is going to be really crazy. Y'all are not prepared for what next chapter entails. And hopefully it entails some Dr. Kelly smooching. I'm gonna have to figure out what I need to do to make that happen now that, because I think I've set up the brickwork pretty well. I met her before I went to Reese's house. I was not overly rude or like against what she likes at Reese's house. I did say the one thing that pissed her off, I think. I left without too much complaint. I didn't try and pry into anything. And now I'm old. So yeah. Because just a little bit of a spoiler, next chapter we are going back to Dr. Kelly's house because we are going to investigate the weird feeling we were feeling there. So there will be some chance to interact with Dr. Kelly again. But that will be streamed for today. I hope you all had a lot of fun. I will be back on Friday for more Cult of the Lamb. And I think I'm going to try and bum rush the Cult of the Lamb stream. I think when we get in there, we are going to crusade. Like we are going on a proper like Holy Roman Empire crusade. Because it's not that I don't enjoy Cult of the Lamb, but I want that time slot kind of available for other things that I could do. So I will be back then. Be kind to yourself. Say something nice audibly. Hey, fucking pay attention to me, all right? You say people have been telling me that they're not saying nice things to themselves. Say fucking nice thing to yourself. I swear to God. Drink some water. I will see you all on Friday.